You find out if a billionaire is actually a lizard.
You ask, are they actually a billionaire?
That's a good one. You know, I think it's if you glitch, because I was glitching the other day. If you, not only a billionaire, but, you know, if you glitch, meaning you just are off. Like the other day I was making a tea, right? And, so they have the little creamer thingies.
Uh-huh.
I put 2 creamers in my tea. I was like, you know what? Let me get a third. I don't know what happened, but 3 times in a row, I shook the creamer, opened it, you know, because it has that little foil lid, and literally tossed it in the garbage. Tossed the creamer in the garbage.
What?
And then I was like, why did I do that? And then I got another one. It did the same thing. Another one and did the same thing. And I was with another comic. I was like, I'm glitching. Why am I doing this? Then finally, I was like focused, and it was like I kept forgetting.
You're thinking about other stuff.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe my body was like, no, 2 creamers is enough, Duane. You know what I mean? So yeah, if they glitch, because a lot of billionaires, some don't glitch.
Specifically, Elon Musk glitches constantly.
Zuckerberg
He's got
glitches.
the whole, like, he's got the stutter. Also, Elon Musk is always like trying to pretend to be a human. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, where he's like, haha, I did something funny. Wait, wasn't that a funny thing that I did?
It's like when a closeted guy tries to act like he likes women. He's like, let's get some booty guys. You know, and it's like, come on.
Or a Republican, when a Republican. They try so hard. It's like Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, he does try extremely hard to.
He's like, I hunt.
And it's really sad because part of getting $1 billion, I would think, is that you don't have to try anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You let the $1 billion speak for you, but then these guys are still awkward. It's crazy.
For me, I think it's, I would put a billionaire on a yacht, and then I would see how they act if they sunbathe for a really long time. You know, because like as a lizard, they're amphibians. And they're
interesting. Because so lizards cannot be in the sun a long time, or they can?
No, they need to get the sun.
They need the sun because they're cold-blooded.
Yeah.
I see.
So if they don't put the sunscreen on, or, you know, they just want to sit out there for a really long time and get warm, then I'm pretty good about, maybe they're probably lizards.
I don't hate that.
Okay. Welcome to the Unofficial Official Story Podcast. This is episode number 5 of season 6. Join us as we dive into the quirky, mysterious, and bizarre. From unsolved mysteries to peculiar pop culture phenomena, we uncover hidden stories and explore alien alternative realities. I don't know why I put alien in there. That wasn't written. We explore alternative realities. My name is Kat.
I'm Duane.
And I'm Koji. Got a theory or a mystery you want us to explore, send it our way, and we might feature it on an upcoming episode.
Being that it is August, we celebrate National Lizard Day on August 14th.
That's what I always celebrate that.
Right. It got us thinking, you know, those stereotypes about certain industrial cities having filthy, animal-infested sewers, like New York. But is there any real truth to that?
For this episode, we thought we'd keep it amongst us 3. So how's everyone doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. You know, just, always, hustling. Well, really, I want to be Koji when I grow up, even though I'm older than Koji and I'm fully grown. But yeah, just always trying to, get, you know, manage time and that kind of thing. I content produce on a game show, and that's coming back, which is a good thing. But obviously I'm losing some time to that because they don't pay me to do nothing. I have to actually write questions and jokes. But I you know, sometimes when I'm doing my shows now, I say I'm living the dream, but I just thought the dream paid more.
That's accurate for comedy. Yeah, for
exactly.
sure.
How about you, Kat?
I just recorded my first I'm glitching. I just recorded my first half-hour comedy special.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. I recorded it in Portland, Oregon, July 24th. And it was really fun. Portland's a great city.
It is.
It's just small enough and just big enough, if that makes any sense.
That makes total sense. Yeah.
If you've been, you get it. Like, you're like, oh, this is a city, but also I can get from point A to point B on the other side of town in 20 minutes, which is like, no, this is a town.
And everybody hates you when you leave the city. they'll hate everybody. It's like California.
Right.
See, like the big cities they dominate the politics, but outside of the big cities, it's very.
Portland I think is even worse than that because I think it's such a stark difference.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like an extreme.
But it's like California's like that too, right? Like you go to like Bakersfield or something, or you go to like Victorville versus like LA.
Although Portland feels so small, it's like, oh, if this is a population center.
Yeah.
And this whole state, it must be very empty.
Yeah.
But it was lovely. Everybody was really, really nice, and crushed it. I'm really excited to see what it looks like.
Very nice. And it's a great place to do comedy, you know?
They're really smart.
Really smart. Yeah. Really smart and aware. I'll say that.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than doing like a current event, like something that's, oh yeah, I'm on top. This is trending. Everyone's going to know this. And you make the joke and then it doesn't hit because people are completely unplugged.
Absolutely.
That is not Portland.
Yes.
Portland gets it all.
And they're like, you know, I was doing some shows recently and I told the other comic, I was like, you know, this crowd is not too smart. And then I caught myself and I was like, they're not comedy literate. Let's put it like that. They might be super smart. They might be doctors and lawyers and things like that. But they just struggled knowing where the jokes were. And these are jokes I've done before. So it's not like I'm questioning how well they work. And you wouldn't have that problem in Portland. They were
such good listeners that there were some jokes where they were starting to, like, you could feel the ripple of the laughter start before I even got to the punchline because I had led them there. I'm like, oh, this is nice. I was even able to like ad-lib some things, and those were extra punchlines that were unplanned and worked really, really well that day. I'm like, well, that's
awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Risk to say anything unplanned, but whatever, it worked.
Here's the official story. In 1933, a mining engineer named George Warren Shufelt? What do you guys think? Shufelt was looking for a way out of the Great Depression. He constructed a device he called a radio X-ray, essentially a high-tech divining rod that he claimed could scan deep into the earth for gold.
Shufelt was invited by two locals, Ray Martin and Rex Irving, to help them hunt for a legendary hoard of Spanish treasure supposedly buried during the Mexican-American War. They actually managed to secure official permits from the city to start digging, but the government eventually pulled the plug when they found no gold coins.
You know what's crazy before I read on? Those two guys, Ray Martin and Rex Irving, they sound like they were like lizards, making sure he didn't find, like they were fake helping him to make sure he didn't find their thing, you know?
What should we call ourselves? Ray and Rex.
Right. Those names sound the most made up names I've ever heard in my life.
Especially for 1933. They're like, it's the 1930s. Ray and Rex.
But Shufelt wasn't done. In 1934, he went back to the county with a completely different story to get his permits renewed. He claimed the Hopi chief, named Chief Greenleaf, had told him a sacred legend about an advanced, highly intellectual race of lizard people who built a massive underground city 5,000 years ago to escape a catastrophic meteor shower.
Shufelt didn't just tell the story, he produced a map. He claimed his radio X-ray had mapped out his 1,900-foot network of tunnels shaped exactly like a giant lizard, stretching from what is now Central Library to Fort Moore Hill.
According to Shufelt, these lizard people were even more advanced than the Mayans, using mysterious chemicals to melt solid rock and dig their tunnels. The Los Angeles Times even ran a massive front-page feature on the excavation in January 1934.
There are a lot of obvious reasons why this is highly suspect. One, he doubled back, right? Like, hey, you know, like he just wanted to keep looking for gold, clearly. Anyway, but there's zero fossil evidence, no explanation for how they survived without sunlight or agriculture, and the fact that Schufelt's radio X-ray machine was never proven to actually work.
Don't let that stop you. Yet, despite the complete lack of physical evidence, the legend of the LA lizard people has refused to die, remaining one of the city's favorite, most persistent underground conspiracies.
Though fun, historical note, the original Hopi legend Shufelt quoted didn't actually say the tribe was literal reptilians. They just used the lizard as a sacred symbol. Shufelt, or the media, just ran with the reptilian humanoids angle because it sold more newspapers.
So it basically wasn't true, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things where with any religion, like you have to decide, is this symbolic or is this literal?
Yeah.
But sometimes you know better than the people who made the religion. You know, sometimes you come in and you just have a fresh take and you're like, that metaphor, not a metaphor.
But there had to be a reason why, of all the animals, they chose the lizard to, like, basically hold in such great regard.
Well, probably because they were lived in the desert and the lizard could survive the heat.
Could be that.
Right? I mean, they wouldn't choose like a hippo or something.
Grow its tail back.
They could grow its tail back.
Choose a bear. I mean, not in the desert, but.
Yeah, see?
Yes.
Lizard.
Yeah, I'm sure other tribes had bears, and they were probably like, no, we're going to be different.
Yeah, but even in Alaska, you see the totem poles, there's usually a lizard somewhere.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it's a hawk, but it looks.
It's a hawk.
Maybe it's a hawk.
I think you're just blending them all together.
Yeah,
I think you've driven to a lot of casinos. For comedy gigs. Right. I know I have, and they all blend together.
That's a fact. Well, now that we've reviewed the evidence, and I use the term very loosely, let's hear the theories.
All right, who wants to go first? Kat, you want to go first?
No.
No?
I can go.
Okay, go ahead, Duane.
So here's what I'm thinking. What he discovered, or what people like him have witnessed and stumbled upon. Are people living underground? Yes. Are they lizards? No.
Are they turtles?
No. What it is that they're just people who are aesthetically challenged. What we used to call ugly. And and some of this predates surgery, predates when you can, do something about it. A lot of them didn't have any options. So I think they lived above ground. A lot of them got tired of the teasing. And so they found places underground where they could just chill, not live, but just chill and get away from it all and just be like all ugly together kind of thing. It's like if you're a guy and you're like 5'6", okay? And you're tired of being short. But then you hang out with all these other guys that are like 5'5", 5'6", 5'4". Suddenly you're not short anymore, right?
It's called Asia.
You're right.
Duane, you're tall in Asia, right? I mean,
in some parts, even though, but Japanese people are getting taller.
Yeah, they're getting taller. Yeah.
It's a good living. So I think that's what it was. Now, where does the lizard thing come from? Well, I think what it is that some of them had tails. Because back in the day, if you were born with six fingers
if you were
or
ugly
a
enough,
tail,
you might have a tail.
Because if it went left, it could have went way left for you, like whatever the reason, And back in the day, if you had a tail, there was no plastic surgery, so you got teased. You went underground to hang out just to get away from it all.
And you hooked up with two people with tails, then the babies had tails?
Some of them had tails, but I also think it only takes one or two people with, like if three of us are hanging out, right? We're friends, people know we hang out, and then it's revealed that one of us has a tail. People are going to assume the other two have a tail too.
That's just a solid chance.
That's just how it goes.
Even people see you come in
it's
here,
a tail by
they think
association.
I'm black.
A tail by association.
That was a good joke. It was missed. Never
I'm
mind.
sorry. Say it again. Say it again.
When people see us coming in together and they see you, they'll think we're black.
Right. I'm sorry. See, Koji.
Sorry,
I stepped on her joke. Don't do that again.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Was it actually good? I don't know.
Although I heard this new term, step black.
What?
Step black. Interesting.
Yeah, this person was
It's when your stepdad is black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. If he taught you enough, he taught you the handshake, how to play ball and different things. But I will say, so I think that's what it is. I think, but there's more to it. So now these ugly people, aesthetically challenged, who like to spend a significant amount of time underground, occasionally, if put in a position to excel and to change their fate, they would do so, right? Like an Elon Musk or something. Mm-hmm. So then some of them did become wildly successful, and they had a chip on their shoulder.
And destroy the world.
Yeah, because it's like...
This is a long theory.
It is.
Because they just were mad at everyone. So now we think, lizard people are taking over the world. No, ugly people get their get back when they get rich and famous. So that's it.
Okay, so the theory is they're ugly people, and eventually some of the ugly people become billionaires.
Right, and they never lose. It's like a short guy never
gets over that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or whatever your thing was when we are who we were when we were 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just what happens at 10, I was the motherfucking man. I'm just I'm teasing. But yeah, whoever you were at that age, it kind of stays with you. So
yeah. By the way, that's one of the reasons why I think that you should go to school, K through 12 at the same place. because whoever you were at kindergarten, everyone's going to remember that. So if you're like the kid that peed in his pants,
You should not, you said.
no, because then you're always that person. So
Just
like,
be able to start over.
yeah, if you're like, if you go to new school 7th grade, then you're just the new person with the,
completely
you know,
agree.
like I think the problem, especially, I mean, it's more problematic if you have a problematic past.
No.
But even if you have like a nice past, like, I mean, I remember when I was at this prep school here in LA, and I was an asshole bully and just bullied people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like kind of overwhelming sometimes because it's like I felt pressure to bully people, which is weird.
You had to keep your...
had to keep
the
that
reputation.
Right.
Yeah. And then when I went to the new school where nobody knew me or cared because I was some like ugly kid, right? Some boy that they didn't care about, right? And so then when I went to the new school, I didn't have to do that. And it was actually felt super, super refreshing that I didn't have to make fun of people or do anything. And I could just kind of blend.
That's really interesting.
And I could just be like whoever I wanted. And I created like new friends. I remember one time this guy from my old school was like, Koji, this new girl came, and if you were here, you would make her cry. And I was like, oh, that feels kind of sad now. You know? But when I was at that school, it felt normal because I was that guy.
All the world's a stage, and you can get locked into that role.
Yeah.
You know, like for someone like Kat, who's from LA and started in LA, it's interesting. I find it fascinating comics who start in LA because typically you start somewhere else. And I'm from New York.
To LA.
Right. And you go to LA, you go to New York. I started in New York, but luckily very early I moved to Boston. So I can make all my, you know, growing pains happen in Boston. And then, cause whatever city you're from, LA is different because it's so vast and spread out. When you start comedy, especially, it's that same effect where if you were like not, like some people are really funny out the gate. Some people get there. So whatever you were out the gate, even if you change, you become a lot better. Your local bookers, if you're in Columbus, if you're in Seattle, these places, they never see you as what you now are. They only see you as what you were.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you literally have to leave and go somewhere else where other
be
people can
seen
see
as-
you
As the new you.
as what you really are
Yeah.
right now. And so I don't know how that works for you, Kat, because you started and you're from here.
Well, I
but,
started in Santa Barbara, but
oh,
yeah.
I see. So it's different because it's so spread out. Like even in LA, they're micro scenes. So
This
like
is very true.
you could start at the Haha, which is a great club in North Hollywood, and then make all your mistakes there and then go to the Improv, you know, like, so there is that within LA, you can do that too. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's interesting. And I agree with you. Like, you know, only thing is sometimes you were the man in some place and you go to another place.
You're not the man.
You're
Yeah.
not the man.
Yeah.
But maybe that's good too. Maybe you need to experience that as well.
I mean, that's why generally if you play sports or you're really hot, those are two things that you'll be okay anywhere you go. Generally.
Yeah, that's why I've always been fine. Really, really good at billiards, you guys. I crush at billiards.
Nice. You really play pool?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. My theory.
I see. That was, go ahead.
This is my theory. All right. So, well, I really, really want to believe this because I think this is really funny. And I think people outside the LA probably think of a lot of Hollywood as lizard people for whatever reason, but that's too easy. So I didn't want to go with that. So my theory is that what he walked into was actually the factory for Godzilla. Like they're actually growing Godzilla down there.
Interesting.
And so when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, you know how Asians can't drive? I'm just kidding. You know how Japan was really going to attack Pearl Harbor and then hop into California. That was always the plan.
Yeah,
and
they
that
could have
was,
went as far as Chicago, they say,
yeah,
right? If they had kept going.
The plan, though, was to free Godzilla and bring him back to the island.
Ah.
So the lizard people were there. They're like, they weren't actually lizard people, but they were just kind of like a cult that took care of Godzilla.
So why didn't they go?
It's like a
and-
Japanese sleeper cell.
Yes, basically.
Why didn't they finish the job and free Godzilla?
Well, Pearl Harbor didn't go the way they wanted to go.
It went pretty well.
Actually, it didn't.
Oh, no?
So one of the challenges with, I don't know if people want to
I
know
mean,
about
well
Pearl
for
Harbor.
them, right?
No,
Maybe
because
not.
so when they planned Pearl Harbor, they planned like a certain amount of destruction of their own like ships and their own planes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even get close to that number. They turned around when the Americans finally got in the air and started shooting back, they turned around. So they didn't finish the job.
I see.
So
I see.
so they could have actually like completely, I mean, they wouldn't have completely destroyed the Pacific Fleet, but they could have done they could have done a more thorough job.
I see.
That's why they didn't get to Godzilla. Because,
Interesting. I don't hate that.
everything comes back to the Imperial Army of the Japan.
Right. So Godzilla is still stuck underground.
Godzilla is still stuck underground.
Interesting. I don't hate it.
So I think that it was an early Hollywood thing that was going on in LA underground. Like, I think they were building special effects things. So kind of like your theory with the Godzilla. But I think that there was some kind of Hollywood movie magic happening. And that he confused it.
And it was non-union. That's why it was underground.
Non-union. Exactly.
That's pretty funny.
Exactly. It was like one of those studios warring against each other, like MGM. You know how they had like the different studios that like Paramount versus MGM versus whatever studios and the other studios, and it was like that, like pizzazz, starlets. You're gonna be a star, girl. That era.
Absolutely. So maybe they were hiding what they were doing from the other studio as well. Yeah.
Underground, and then he like saw it. Or whatever.
And he thought it was real.
He thinks it's this whole real lizard thing. And actually, it's just like the set of like what was going to be the next Wizard of Oz.
Or Mummy or something. Got it.
That's really interesting. By the way, I just had to look this up because I've heard this fact, but I needed to look it up. Like the deepest hole we've ever dug as humans was in Russia. It was about 7.6 miles deep.
Oh, well, that's deep.
And then that big hole, the Marina Trench, is about 6.5 miles deep, but that's from the earth, from the ocean's surface. But that only represents 0.2% of like all the way to the center.
Yeah.
0.2%. So
we couldn't get to the center.
But it could be fucking who knows what down there. You know what I mean? And the earth's core is as warm as the sun. So if someone was closer to it, maybe they could survive without the sun. Just saying.
Godzilla.
Right. Or her. Is Godzilla male or female?
I think it's a female.
Okay. Or her eggs or something
Godzilla.
like that.
It's not Godzilla. So.
Good point.
Okay. Now let's pick one and decide what the unofficial official story is. One that will answer this question once and for all. So which theory do we want to go with today?
I'm going to go for the ugly one.
This is tough because I really like all the theories.
Yeah.
You know, if whatever one you said, I was going to say.
Oh.
But now that you said the ugly one, I'm going to go with that as well.
Only because there's like, I was just watching this documentary about these people in Denver that live in bridges. So like there are these like hatches that you go on the bridge, and then it's like over highways. So you could like,
oh wow,
it's all empty between this side of the bridge to the other side of the bridge. So people are like living there. So they like,
jeez,
yeah. So people,
yeah, and in New York, there are people called the mole people
that live in the sewers.
They live in like the subways, yeah. But they're just people.
And Vegas too, right? I think there's some underground.
I think Vegas has an underground thing too. But I think that's more like their financial situation.
They're unhoused.
They're actually really hot. And matched on Tinder.
I'm just tired of people looking at me because I'm so good looking.
They want to be accepted for their personality,
right?
And not how hot they are. That's a tough life.
Look, It's financial. It's not aesthetic.
That's like my first assistant gig. I worked for this famous model, and his I won't name him, but he's a super nice guy. But he had such a hard time because he wanted to be a rapper, he wanted to be an actor, he wanted to do all these things.
It's tough.
But he was like, his only skill was that he was really good looking. And I remember I had conversations with him that I was like, it's okay that this is like who you are. You're just like an incredibly good looking person. But he felt like insecure because he wanted to be, it's kind of like a YouTube star or like an Instagram star. Like you want to be like more than just
absolutely
an Instagram person or hot. I know how it feels to be just extremely hot.
Yeah.
Kat, what about you?
Probably why I hired you.
I also sympathize.
What are you voting for?
I mean, it's already decided who won.
That's
it's the
true.
ugly one. So, man.
I hadn't won in a while, too. So
that one made sense. Yeah, I guess I'll vote for that one.
All right.
I would have voted for my own, but no one else did.
And that's the official story. When we come back, we will talk about other cryptid monsters. All right, transitioning from subterranean reptilians to other bizarre monsters, let's play a quick round of cryptid belief. I'll name 3. You tell me if they are real or fictitious. First up, the dog woman of Watts. Right here in LA in the summer of 1961, multiple witnesses reported a hairy creature with the face of a woman running up the streets on all fours, centered right around East 103rd and Grape Streets. What do you guys think?
Again, see, yeah, that was a person, and she hadn't been hip to the underground situation yet, so she's running around being teased and ridiculed. Just an ugly person with too much hair on her face. Like, you go to the carnival and they have the bearded lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that kind of situation.
I think this is a situation where like something like this happened, but it got telephoned like all the way. It was just a lady who didn't shave and like had a lot of hair, and she was running down the street, and someone was just like, because people are mean to women.
That's true.
So they're like,
and
and they didn't like her.
We also have to remember Watts, South LA was a very different place. It was Caucasian back then, right? It wasn't black.
I see.
Or Latino, or it wasn't people of color. So I think it's like a person of color who's running down the street, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's like a monster."
That's right.
Because Watts and Compton were like considered really, really nice neighborhoods back then.
Right. Before white flight.
Yeah, before white flight, exactly. Next up, the Loveland Frogman from Ohio. This is a giant bipedal frog that reportedly carries a magic wand stick that emits actual sparks to defend itself.
Well, that's for sure real.
I think this is not real. I think this is either a hunter or a fisher who wanted to like discourage people from coming. He wanted to catch all the whatever. And so he made up this thing to just so people wouldn't, you know what I mean? So people would stay out of the woods. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound that scary, but I wouldn't want to see a frog, dude. So
I think
I think somebody licked a frog and then saw
right.
a frog.
I like that too, actually.
I think it's just a gay man that they were just like, they couldn't explain the gay man back then.
But the gay man was a foot tall? Like,
no, well,
like what explains the gay man being
he's a
short?
The giant bipedal frog.
A giant bipedal frog.
Yeah,
like
so
giant.
So they're just like, I don't understand this gentleman who's acting very different.
This could be a gay man. Yeah, it absolutely could.
Do you think
very top heavy, like little gangly little legs.
Yeah. Do you think the frog? Is it possible the frog came up to someone and said, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl." You know the frog that?
No, I don't. But
the WB
funny.
frog.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. It's the cartoon where the frog talks, but then he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Alrighty.
All right. So the first one was a hairy lady. The second one was a gay man.
Yeah. All right. And finally, the Christmas Werewolf of Griffith Park. Spotted in October 2005. This beast has green skin, red hair, a forward bent neck, and a spine bent completely backward.
Backward, like they're looking up at the sky?
I guess so.
I would have heard about this because I'm from here.
You're from here.
This one doesn't even sound like it was real at the time that it happened.
Were you alive in 2005?
Yes.
Okay.
This is 2005. What? This is just a dad who didn't want to buy a Christmas tree.
So he was dressed up as the Christmas tree.
I don't know. Back in 2005,
October though,
Griffith Park wasn't like wasn't like the way it is now, for sure.
Yeah. You know what I think this could be too? I think this could be some experimental thing that escaped, and before they got it back, a few people saw it.
As a homeless person on meth. When did meth start?
Way before that,
okay.
90s, I think.
Meth started in the World War II.
Oh, that's right, because
Nazis invented
Nazis were on meth.
That's true.
That's right.
But in terms of crystal meth and making it at home, or maybe in the 90s, right here, and like not here, but in the States. I mean,
yeah.
There's a show I watch sometimes.
Is it Breaking Bad?
No, it's a British show. It's bizarre. I was liking it until I saw the monsters, and I said I can't deal with this anymore.
It was the Christmas Werewolf. It's not even, by the way, it's not even Christmas. It's October.
Really ugly animals, and they like capture them. I should get the name. Mekhi Phifer's in it somehow.
Mekhi Phifer?
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's really disturbing. So I stopped.
Wait, so are we yay or nay? Are you yay or nay on it? Are you?
I'm gonna go nay.
I'm a nay. That one's too hard to picture in my head.
Okay.
And I read fantasy novels, so I could picture a lot of things in my head. But this one is too far.
It's too much. Okay. You guys have anything you guys want to plug before we get to this?
Today being August 14th, let me look and see.
I think this can come out after August 14th, but.
Oh, okay. Well, I have shows in Arizona the 21st and 22nd, and you can check my website, DuanePerkins.com. If you're in Arizona, come check me out.
Kat, you don't have anything?
Nope, nothing.
By the way, the show's called Torchwood. Torchwood Miracle Day. It's a sci-fi thing. The creatures are so disturbing.
Oh, I like it.
I don't know if it's a special effects thing, but I'm like, if someone could tell me where the where in the show they're going to show these ugly creatures and I could like skip that part, then I would watch it. But other than that, I can't deal with it.
All right. We truly appreciate your support and enthusiasm for a quirky, mysterious, and fun-filled journey. Your curiosity and engagement make this podcast a joy to create. Stay tuned for more intriguing stories. And remember to share, subscribe, and leave a review. Until next time, keep wondering and stay unofficially official.
In the next episode, we'll be asking the question, is Snapchat putting your face in a government facial recognition database?
Are people still using Snapchat?
Yeah.
They are? Okay.
Young people.
Young people.
Really young people.
I think everything is doing
And also
that.
hoes. Hoes be using Snapchat.
Hoes? Do you guys use Snapchat?
I
What?
don't.
When I was dating a hoe,
You're dating a
he used Snapchat. That's how I can tell you. Certain people use Snapchat.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Can't wait for that conversation. Have a great night. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.